And our first game this weekend has to be West Ham against Aston Villa. And deliberately, West Ham United, Aston Villa look a bit more decent than West Ham this season since Mr. Goodwin came to the side. Emery, he's made the team a lot steadier. They are more stable. They defend better, than they were doing before he came to the side. And I'm beginning to see them win battles in midfield that they were never doing in the early part of the season. They used the ball better and all. And it's a testament to how much the man has influenced them. But this tie against West Ham is one they don't like playing. Last 3 times they played, West Ham have won, regardless of where they are playing the game. West Ham are desperate. They need results. They were bashed by Brighton last weekend. They will need a comeback today because they need to escape relegation, right? And that makes this game a very, very interesting one. West Ham versus Aston Villa. Femi, what can we expect in this game?
I mean, I think you've said it all. West Ham, they need the points desperately because the teams behind them are super close to them. I mean, this is going to be one of the best and most interesting relegation fights in recent times. I think that you probably have 4 teams possibly about to go down with 2 games to go. So the reality is West Ham can't lie low. But also Villa are in amazing, amazing form. Not necessarily on the pitch only, but also mentally. I think Emery has done a great job preparing them mentally for games. So if you look at both teams and what can happen on the day, I think it's more around if the West Ham fans can really, really push and support the team. Because if Aston Villa score first, which they may likely do, and the fans start to get on the back of West Ham players, I think that may be the final nail in their coffin for the game. So Villa have been amazing on the road. They won the first 3 games under Emery before they went to Old Trafford and capitulated. Or can't use that word, capitulated. Was it Man City? Sorry. Nobody beats Man City easily at home anyway. So overall, I think Villa will be competent. That's what the manager is building into them. Coutinho is back in the team now, so there's a lot of competition. They're scoring goals. I think it's going to be a hard game. Honestly, I really think so. My mind wants West Ham to stay in the league because they're a London club. They've got a magnificent stadium as well. So for that sake, I hope they win. But on the day, I think it's all up in the air. It's a 50-50 game, honestly.
Festus, key battles in the game and well, sorry, before we go to you, Femi, your prediction for the game.
I hope he ends
sorry, we don't want your hopes, your prediction.
We don't want your head and heart.
Head and heart. Your prediction.
I mean, when you have, like I told you, it's a London team, you think of them, but also you want
your prediction. Your prediction.
I'd say 1-1 draw, even though I know that's not going to happen.
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
Festus, over to you.
Oh, Jesus. Kari, see, I differ a bit from you guys. You guys have been, waxing lyrical. Aston Villa has been in top form. Yes, they've been in top form, but when I look at the results, surprisingly, the last 5 matches they've played, one FA Cup in the mix or there, but I think the last 5 Premiership matches they've played, they've lost 3 and they won 2. And the 2 they won, it was away at Everton, who almost everybody beats apart from Arsenal, and Crystal Palace also, who almost everybody beats sometimes, and they won at home. So it's really not that remarkable, at least in recent form. And though West Ham also has been woeful in the last 5 games they've played, they've lost 3, won 1, and drew 1. So this is a West Ham that has not been doing well, and they even been losing at home. That's the funniest thing. So I think because it's going to be played in London and West Ham is in a precarious situation and know they need results at this point, I think West Ham will make this. I think the Inks factor will come in. The Inks is gradually coming into that team, beginning to understand that team, and I think he wants to prove that he's not a flop. I think he's going to be vital for this match. I see West Ham taking this a 1-0 victory. It's going to be tight. It's going to be fireworks all through. But I think they will nick it 1-0.
I think it's going to be a draw. It's going to end in a draw in this one, a score draw in the game. All right, let's move away from that quickly. Crystal Palace at home to Manchester City. First, I'm starting with you. You just said there now that Crystal Palace that almost everybody beats. But remember, this same Crystal Palace have taken points off City. Maybe that was last season, but they took points off City, and so City will be weary of going playing against Crystal Palace. But what can we possibly expect in
the problem I have with City is they're a yo-yo team. You never can tell when
with City.
With City, no, definitely that's only one way it can go. I'm just sorry. I say Crystal Palace has been a yo-yo team. You never, at times you see them turn up, win away, and at times when we expect them to win, they lose. So you can't even bet. I can't bet on Crystal Palace anytime, any day. That's the problem I have with the team. They are not consistent in terms of their performance. I guess City is only one way. I can't see it going any other way. If I go down to the bookmakers, they are already giving City 72% to win this and Crystal Palace 10%, even while playing at home. That tells you a lot how everybody feels about this match. So I don't see Palace containing the firepower of City, and with Pep always being unpredictable, you don't even know who he's going to play. He could decide to play. The way he Gundogan today is Mahrez. So even when the coach is working out and trying to plan, he doesn't even know who he's going to play. So he doesn't know how he's going to set up his team, who to mark or who to work against and stuff. So for me, I will give this match to City clearly, and I think they'll win big. I'm seeing a 3-0 victory for City.
Femi.
I think there's only one way there as well. It's one-way traffic. Palace have been uninspiring in the last few weeks. They've had Zaha back, which is a plus. Maybe if he hits full form, he could do things. But the one thing I look at is away to City. Palace have had the best results of any team in the league of late, and they've been absolutely brilliant on the road to City. But at home is where City have also now punished them as well. So I think given that City need the points, Palace have not had a lot of confidence. It's not going to be an easy game because I know the crowd will be on top of them, but Palace don't have enough goals to beat City. So I think in my hand, a 3-1 victory for City.
I just feel, but the biggest problem I've had with Crystal Palace is the way they concede goals this season. You look at the last 5 games they've played and all, they only kept a clean sheet in one game, and that was the goalless draw at home to Liverpool. Other than that, they've lost to Aston Villa 1-0. They considered a goal in that one. Played a draw with Brentford. Considered a goal. Played a draw with Brighton at home. Considered a goal against Manchester United. They considered 2. They can't seem to defend well. And if you're not defending well against a team like Manchester City, they will eat you raw, regardless of who plays up front for them. And that's why I think it's going to be a City victory, 2-0 to Manchester City in this one. And that one final prediction. Fulham at home to Arsenal, and I'm going to start this off. I see Arsenal winning this one 3-1. Arsenal will concede, but Arsenal will win 3-1. And it's simple. That victory against Bournemouth is like a renewed hope for the team it's like an assurance that their never say die, their tenacity, their intensity will always pay off. And Arsenal will always be Arsenal, and that's what we've seen this season. They will go anywhere and keep you on the back foot for as long as they can. And the fact that there are now options in the team is another beautiful thing for the team. Yes, the team will be without Nketiah, Jesus, and Trossard this weekend, but Reece Nelson, Emil Smith-Rowe added to the other guys in front, Martinelli and Saka. There are options that will confuse the opposition. And Fulham, except they sit back and defend, which I've not seen them do this season, they are going to chop 3 goals. They will chop it. 3-1, that one will end. Festus.
Femi, can you just do this?
Yeah, I can do. I can do this
Let me give you
quickly.
a
Yeah,
time.
good. Thank you very much. I mean, in 1 minute, I think because it's a London derby, we have a chance there. But I think there are a couple of Fulham players that will be playing their hearts out. Ben Leno in goal and Willian as well. We want to show us now what.
Lots of the S.
And he scored a tremendous goal the other day as well. One of the goals of the month of February. I think it was away at Forest as well. So he's got it in him. So we need to be wary of him. But overall, I think we may just have too much firepower for them. I don't see a 3-1. I probably see a 1-0 or 2-1. So I'll probably say 2-1 because we're not keeping it at the back. Hopefully, Saka is our match winner. The goals may come from Saka and Martinelli again, but I hope Saka is the one that scores the goals again and Martinelli gets one as well. If it's a free kick, I don't mind anyone nodding it in. Whatever it is, that however we score, I think it should just end 2-1. So that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah, I think I totally agree with Femi on this. I think it's going to be a bit tight. We are still suspect at the back somehow. I don't know what happened towards the tail end. We've started conceding some unnecessary goals we are not supposed to. So I see it ending 2-1 days. And even the bookmakers agree with us, Kali. The win probability here is Arsenal 60%, despite the fact they are playing away, and they are giving 70% to Fulham. And if you look at our head-to-head, the only time Fulham has gotten a result from us was last season. No, that was in 2021 when they do the 1-1 draw at Emirates. Outside that, they've never beaten us now. Out of the last 5 matches we've played with them, we won 4 and drew 1. So it's given that we've always find a way to beat them, and I think it won't stop during this weekend's matches. I think we're going to beat Fulham. Like you said, the renewed hope, the vigor, the belief, and that feeling that we are invincible. Whatever time it is, whatever situation it is, we'll always come back, we'll always hit you, we'll always win. I think those guys will be going into this match with that confidence, and I don't see Fulham stopping us in this. So I'll still give it a 2-1 victory for us now.
All right, 2-1 victory for us now. That's about it on the